Why is fertility rate higher in poorer countries? In poorer countries, raising children is free of cost. You don't have to pay half your salary for daycare. Often in these poorer countries or even rural part of developing countries like India, you would have joint family system where apart from parents, children have their grandparents, uncles and aunts, elder siblings and cousins around them to take care of them. So they are never alone. In fact, post a certain age, they would be spending most of their time playing alongside other children in the house and in their neighborhood. Another point is food is often cheaper in poorer countries and cooked at home. So it only takes a little bit of extra food per children, some extra clothes which are also worn by multiple siblings one by one as they continue growing up. So it doesn't cost much to have them around. If you compare the food prices from richer countries, often you will find that food is so much more expensive in these richer countries. First, because they have more money to pay, so they pay more when asked rather than growing their own food. Rich will always pay more for the same service than poor. Second, this point is enhanced by the oligarchical system of grocery stores in Western countries. It's funny how much Western media criticize countries like Russia for its oligarchy, but all said and done, there are only a handful of options to buy anything in the Western countries as well. And if you dig deeper into their annual reports and other regulatory filings, you will often find those to be connected at the top, running their business with different brand names to give an illusion of available options for the general public and in order to avoid antitrust actions. Now coming back to the topic of fertility rates, while education and medical system may not be top class in poorer countries, their cost is also non-existent, and so these are not a consideration parents have on their mind when deciding how many babies they want to have. Rather, on the other hand, because of higher infant mortality rates, they often have more babies as they see around themselves that a lot of children die young due to poverty and diseases. So, having more children, as some of them will survive long enough to take care of them when they are old, makes sense for them. Often, when once people have their economic situation improving, they move into nuclear families in urban settings. Some live in cramped spaces, others don't have their family members with them for taking care of household work when both parents go out for work. This leaves professionals with very little time to take care of their house and babies, so they often decide to have lesser children, lesser babies, maybe one or two, and be able to provide them a good life with a good education rather than having many children and not being able to provide much to either of them. Professionals often have babies later in life compared to poor folks too, as they were busy building a career in their early and mid 20s. So, time, space, and money constraints are the reasons behind declining fertility rates. Do you think of any other additional reasons? Do let us know in the comment section. So, will the decline stop? Yes. Once the population goes below a certain threshold, where bigger spaces in urban centers or just outside town centers become affordable again, people would be able to move in with their older parents in a home, thereby also decreasing the daycare cost and their household chores. Maybe even women taking a few years off to take care of their young ones, as things would become more affordable with only one salary, and all of this would combine to enable them to have more babies. The total population extinction is just doom and gloom some people love to spread, but these things work more like a pendulum swing. They always revert to their mean position. So, what do you think about this? Do let us know in the comment section. For now, this is all for this video. See you next time. Until then, see ya.